Hey everyone, welcome back to Sarah's Bites. Today we're going to be making a quick no yeast pizza dough, so let's get started. Start off by grabbing a large mixing bowl with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and to that you're going to add in a teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 whole tablespoon of baking powder. Just mix everything together to kind of combine those dry ingredients, and then we'll start adding in the wet. Grab 1 cup of room temperature water, and it does not have to be warm since we have no yeast that we are working with here. And then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of some good olive oil in there. Now keep in mind, we're going to start off with 1 whole cup of this liquid, and we're going to slowly add this to the flour and mix everything. You just want that dough to be pretty sticky so that we can go ahead and knead it on a dry surface later with some flour. We're not going to knead it too much. Like I said, there's not much to do with when you don't have yeast in the dough. But just be sure you reserve some of that water. Don't pour the whole cup in there at once because you may have some left over at the end that you will not use. If you're enjoying watching this recipe video, please give me a big thumbs up below and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, because that does help to support my channel. And let me know in the comments below if you guys do end up trying this and how you liked it. I switched over to using my hand here because it is a little bit easier to work with the dough. You just want to make sure you get all those little dry pieces combined into that big ball of dough, and then go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of dry flour onto a work surface, and you're just going to sort of knead that dough. There's not much kneading needed here because there is no yeast to work with like we mentioned earlier, but I just kind of did it anyway to sort of get that nice ball shape of dough and make sure that everything is completely combined and incorporated together. Grab a rolling pin and you're going to roll that dough out to the size of your pizza pan or whatever you're using. You can also kind of work the dough with your hands, but I do find that this dough with no yeast in it is a little bit harder to stretch, to be honest. So I do think using a rolling pin will be a lot easier on you. I ended up using a 15-inch pizza pan, which is quite a large pizza. So just roll out the dough however big your pizza pan is. And I ended up making mine even bigger just so that I can kind of tuck that crust around. As you can tell, this is not a perfect circle. It does not have to be perfect. Just go ahead and put it on your pan and make sure you put some flour on your pan so that the dough does not stick. And then just build your crust around the pizza however you like. As far as toppings go here, I won't go into too much detail. I know everyone is particular about the type of sauce they want, cheese, what they want on top, and all that good stuff. So you do you and whatever your family likes. I ended up using my own homemade pizza sauce here, so if you would like to see that recipe, just let me know in the comments below and I can post that super quick. And this is actually enough to make 2 pizzas. Use whatever type of cheese you want, and you're going to bake this at 450 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Be sure to watch your pizza because you do not want to scorch that cheese. As you can tell here, I do like my cheese to be a little bit more melted than usual. That's why it's a little bit orange as well. But that's completely up to you and how you enjoy your pizza. So I would definitely don't recommend going more than 12 minutes. So about 10 to 12, especially on such a high temperature like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week in the next video. Bye.